तमसः ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे तन्मे मां चरणान्तिके। First of all, my heartily obeisances in the lotus feet of Parma Radhatam Nitya Leela Pravish Om Vishnu Pad Sutta Sismat Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Guru Pad Padma Ki Jai. And standing the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru Nitya Leela Pravish Om Vishnu Pad Sutta Sismat Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. My dear sannyasi, brahmachari, Vaishnava and Vaishnavi girl. Yesterday we discussed Guru Tattva. Who is Guru? When a Guru can be cancelled and a new Guru can be done, what is Diksha Guru? Shiksha Guru. All these tattva we discussed. Now we are coming that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has told in Chaitanya Chaitamrita the reasons for which Chaitanya Krishna took the intrinsic beauty of Radhika and came in this world as Sachinandan Govardhan. So there are so many regions. First Rasananda Brahmachari में बोलते पाते ना? अच्छा, you can, you, सुधार दो। तुम बोलते पारो? अच्छा देखो।
Om Agyanatimirandhasya Gyananjanasalakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikavai Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Vancha kalpataruvascha kripa sindhu bhayeva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Ram Ram Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my humble, respectful obeisances unto lotus feet of my Guru Padma, Nitya Leela Prishtam Vishnupad, Ashtotara Satsi Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Bhavan Goswami Maharaj, and Om Vishnupad Paribrajacharya Varja Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Sampanashmi, I offer my humble, respectful Dandavat Pranam, lotus feet of Nitya Leela Prishtam Vishnupad, Ashtotara Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, and all sannyasis, and all Vaishnavis, and all mothers, and presented all of my respectful guests. So Gurudev, very mercifully, he gave me chance to speak about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What reason Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in this Kali Yuga? We are very fortunate. We have born in this age of Kali Yuga. Especially Lord Chaitanya, especially Lord Krishna has come in this Kali Yuga in the form of Sajinandan Gaur Hari. Krishna, he took Srimati Radhika's complexion and her bhav, sentiment moods. Radha bhav Priti. Laya Krishna avatirna bhailo Gaura Rupi. Chaitanya Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami has described. Same Krishna, he has come in this Kali Yuga in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He took Srimati Radhika's complexion and her sentiment moods. Actually, in our Acharya, Specialist Chaitanya Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami explained, there are two reasons Krishna has come in this Kali Yuga in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One is called primary reason, and another is called secondary reason. Primary reason two and secondary reasons also two. Primary reason, first Krishna Das Goswami explained the the calling of Advaita Acharya, and also Sri Radha Prana Mahima Kidiso Banaiva Sadok Jana Mudhurima Kidiso Bamudio Sokhat Madhumudo Kidiso Vetilova Tadabhava Dosmo Samajana Sachinanda. So in this way, the first primary reason, the calling of Advaita Acharya is the great devotee. Lord, he comes in this material world when he is great devotee. He calls him, then he comes from Golok Vrindavan in this material world. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself told to his devotees, Stuti Achinu Ami Kira Samudre More Nitra Bhangilo Nara Bhunkari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself told and glorified about Advaita Acharya in the assembly of devotees. I was sleeping in the ocean of milk, Chit Samudra, and the Nara, that means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nara means who set me. That means Advaita Acharya, his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him Nara, that means he also said. Lord Advaita Acharya, when he came in this material world, that time he saw that all the Brahmanas, especially those who are highest person in the society, they did not follow any rules and regulations of the scriptures. And they did not chant proper way, holy names, and just they are being logistic people, they are going to each others and going to the Ganges and urging and to clash to each others. And rich people, just they wasted their money with the marriage of she cat and he cat. In this way they wasted, and they worship demigod and demigoddess, Kali, Shiv, these types of things, and they did very sinful activities. Then Advaita Acharya, he became very angry, and he told, if my Lord will not appear in this material world, then I will manifest my four arms. And also I destroyed this material world. Then the again sound, spiritual sound came from the sky and told him, Advaita Acharya, don't worry, within few days your Ishtadev, Krishna Vainandan Samsundar, he will appear in Navadvip Dham. So Krishna Das Kaviraj very clearly explained the calling of Advaita Acharya. Krishna has come in this Kali Yuga in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Second, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami explained, just yesterday we heard, when Krishna departed from this material world in the age of Tapurju, when Krishna was sitting in Golok Vrindavan, that time Krishna was thinking, everybody attracted with my beauty, everybody attracted with my sweet fragrance, Sugandha, everybody enchanted of my all activities. But when I remember Srimati Radhika, that time I could not control my mind. Then Krishna is thinking, And what kind the prema of Srimati Radhika in her heart? Siradha Pranamahima Kridiso Banaiva Sadojal Mothurma Kridiso Bamudio So Pancha Madhum the Kridosaviti Loha Tadhavat Dosamadana Sachi Garbo Sindhu Harindu Sarvadanga in his Kocha very clearly explained. This is the main reason Krishna has come in this Kali Yuga in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here in this commentary, our Acharya Gurudev many times explains there are three regions. Sradha, Prana, Mahima. What is the holiness? The sweetness, love of Srimati Radhika with Krishna. Then second, Sradha, what is my beauty? Only Srimati Radhika is tested. And third, when Srimati Radhika tested of my beauty, what kinds of realization, anubhuti has come in her heart. For these three reasons, Krishna has come in this Kali Yuga in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he took Srimati Radhika's sentiments, bhav, and her complexion. Second, our Acharya Dev explained in this way. The second primary reason that the Krishna is saying in this Krishna Das Kaviraj explained. Prem Rasa Nijjas Korite Asadan, Ragmarge Bhakti Lok Korite Pracharan. Prem Rasa Nijjas Korite Asadan. This is his own desires. How to enjoy the Prem Rasa Nijjas, this thing. What is the essence of Prem Rasa? Gurudev explained this very confidential things to understand about what is the essence of Prem Rasa. Shraddha to Ashraddha, to Prem to Snehaman, Rag, Urag Bhav, Mahabhav, Rura Udura Mudar Madanakha Mahabhav. Even Madanakha Mahabhav also many kinds of sentiments, activities. So Krishna is thinking, what is the Srimati Radhika, this thing, Prem Rasa? What Krishna is thinking? Krishna is very Karun, Rasik Sikhar Krishna Parama Karun. Krishna is very merciful and he Parama Karun. He is very merciful and he thinking, in this Kali Yuga, I will indiscriminately distribute this prem all over the world. So that is this plain. So our Rupa Goswami Path explained in this way. Anarpita Charing Chirag Koruna Avatirna Kalu Samar Payatu Unnata Urchala Rasan Sabhakti Sriya Harihi Purta Sundar Dati Kadam Vasandipita Sada Hidaya Kandres Puratu Baha Sachinandana. Sachinandana Gauri Rupa Goswami Path is giving blessing to us. He is not saying Bah in these words, Sanskrit words. He is saying, so Sachinandana Gauri is very merciful. He giving blessing to all to us. He is not saying, oh Sachinandan Gaurhari, only give two blessing to me. Sachinandan Gaurhari, he is giving blessing everybody. Anarpita Charing Chirana Arpitam Anarpitam. In this verse, our Acharya Dev explained, every Kali Yuga, he does not come. 1000 of Chatur Yugas, in the end of Dapur Yugas, in the beginning of the Kali Yuga, same Krishna, he has come in the form of Sachinandan Gaurhari. So Anarpita, that means so long time he did not offer these types of prem. What kinds of prem? The high class prem, Madhurjara, Srimati Radhika's Madhurja, that is saying in this verse, on the sprinkle mood of Srimati Radhika. Is that we heard, Jodi Gauranga Noita, Tabeki Hoita, Kemone Thori Tamde, Radhara Mohima, Premara Sosima, Jagate Janatoke. What is the last limit of love of Srimati Radha's prem? What is the last limit of Radha's prem? Who will discover this thing? Sachinandan Gaurhari. Though before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu many acharyas came, but they did not. Jayadeva Vidyapati Chandidas, they also explained these things little bit touch, but that prem only limited with the kings and others, not to the everywhere. And they did not discuss about the very confidential mood of Srimati Radhika, that is called Manjari Bhav. Before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no one discussed about highest limit of Srimati Radhika's and her sprinkle mood, that is called Manjari Bhav. In this verse, Anarpita चरिङ चिराग करुणे अवतीर्ण करू समर्पयतु उन्नत उज्जवलसन समर्पयतु he himself drinks this prem last limit of Srimati Radhika's prem because conditional soul they can't to drink the Srimati Radhika's prem just prem because one small ant cannot drink the whole nectar of the ocean. Just if the ant drink a little bit and one sprinkle of the nectar, then his stomach will be very full. In the same way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained in this way. Krishnadas Kaviraj very clearly explained, Vayu Jaiche Parse, Samudre Jalakam. That means the air, wind only touch the little sprinkle of the water, innumerable water in the ocean, but wind or air only touch a little bit. In the same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking, how possible conditional soul, how possible the living entities, they will drink this prem, Radha's prem beside. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he indiscriminately in this Kali Yuga, he distributed this prem everywhere. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaura Sundar, he did this thing, discovered this thing. Brajagopis Prema, Chaturi Parakya Bhav, before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatan, no one, before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no one discussed about the Paramul Bhav. One day I asked Gurudev very clearly explained in his very nice, beautiful latest book, Ras Panchadhyay, Gurudev explained these things. Brajagopis, they are moved. No one can realize these things. Even Krishna's Leela. I also direct discussed with Gurudev and Madhav Maharaj. Gurudev told these things. Even in the Krishna's proper Leela, even Brajavasis, they did not understand what is the Srimati Radhika's and Gopi's relationship with Krishna. What is that the Prakya Bhav? These things Gurudev very clearly explained. I have no time. So Gurudev explained. But after Krishna's Leela, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu elaborately, and our acharyas, especially Rupa Goswami Pal, Sanatana Goswami Pal, Jiva Goswami Pal, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pal, Varadev Vidhabhushan Prabhu, and all especially Gurudev, very clearly explained what is the prem of Srimati Radhika's prem, what is the mood of Manjari's mood. This thing very clearly explained. Jayadhama Bhakti Vinod Thakur explained Ekaras and Bahuras. Very difficult to understand what is the meaning of Ekaras and what is the meaning of Bahuras. Gurudev very clearly explained in this verse. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indiscriminately he distributed this prem all over the world and everybody flooded. Especially Gurudev, he goes everywhere all over the world and he discussed the contribution of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This sloka Anarpita Charing Chirad Karanavati Nakaru. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for this reason, he has come in this material world to distribute this prem. Krishnadas Kaviraj explained in this way. Amagina Praja Prem Nahi Anne Dite. Very clearly explained. No one can distribute this prem except Sachinandana Gaurahari. Only Sachinandana Gaurahari. He will give us Praja Prem. No one can give us. So Sachinandana Gaurahari, he is very merciful. Secondary reason second reason is that Krishnadas Kaviraj explained in this Juga Dharma Pravartan Nam Sankirtan. Juga Dharma Pravartan and Nam Sankirtan to establish Juga Dharma and Nam Sankirtan. This is not the activities of Krishna. This is the duty of his Juga Avatar. Every Juga Avatar they are coming, they establish Juga Dharma. But when Krishna has come in this material world, then automatically all his incarnation has come. So Krishnadas Kaviraj explained in this way. Amadara Vishnu Dare Kare Asura Samhara. Krishna killed the demons with his incarnation of Vishnu. And Vishnu also established Juga Dharma, Nam Prem. But Lord, in this Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come automatically all incarnation inside him. And also Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this Kali Yuga, he distributed this prayer through the Nam Sankirtan. But I want to say, I don't know Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I don't know Srimati Radhika, I don't know Krishna, I know Guru Padma, who is the direct manifestation of Nityananda Prabhu Avatar. Jai Guru Padma.
Can you explain something more? You? In easy language?
First of all, from obeisance unto my spiritual master, Om Vishnu Param Param Sampradikacharya Astotarasata Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, to my Siksha Guru, Srila Gogovinda Goswami Maharaj, and my sannyas and Siksha Guru, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, to all the sannyasis, all the devotees. Speaking after Sripad, Van Maharaj is not an easy thing, he is our best speaker, so he has left a little thing for me to chew on, some remnants. I will try not to disappoint you too much, to speak something. So, we all have our favorite dish, our favorite meal. And Krishna also is like that. Now, Krishna is Raso Vaisa, he is bliss personified, but he's also Rasik Shekhar. Means he wants to release all types of love. In a spiritual world, he's releasing all different varieties of love. Sometimes he tells Srimati Radhika, I'll become the king, you'll be my queen, and then become Sita and Ram, to experience a different type of love. Also, he manifests so many jivas to expand his bliss. It is said just like a child, if he is exuberant, he is blissful, he dances on his own. No. Or if you succeed on your exam, you see your name on the list and you start to, wow, great, I got it. So, distance, or close the distance. Okay. So the same way Krishna is always blissful and his bliss is overflowing. When that bliss is overflowing, is manifesting all the different jivas of the spiritual and material world with whom he exchanges rights. But he has something he prefers, that's Brajaras, the love of the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Now Krishna comes in this world on his Blackberry in one universe. He's coming once every day of Brahma on the 28th Divya Yuga of the 7th Manvantara, in one day of Brahma. And when he comes, he wants to distribute what he prefers. Because he says himself, Krishna's Kaviraj explains, Krishna says in the I am worshipped by the whole world. Everyone is worshipping me with awe and reverence. But this worship is weakened by the sense of Aishwarya. You know, Madhurya and Aishwarya. Aishwarya Buddhi means, oh, Krishna is God. So when someone is worshipping him in that mood, the love is weakened. If you think, oh, Krishna is God, can Mother Yashoda be breastfeeding Krishna and think, this is the Lord, this is God I'm feeding? All our mood of Vatsalya Ras or mood will go away. Or if the gopis are dancing with Krishna and suddenly they think, this is Bhagavan, this is God. That mood of the free, without any formality, relationship, it will vanish away. So Krishna wants to release that type of love and he wants to distribute it. So after winding up his pastimes at the end of the Pala Yuga, he went back to the spiritual world and he thought, well, it's been a long time since I have not distributed this type of love. So he thought, I will come back and I will get the whole world to dance. I will drown the whole world in ecstasy with that type of love which I prefer. And also that type of love which can uplift them from this material world. Now, every Kali Yuga, Nam Sankirtan is a Yuga Dharma. But in every Kali Yuga, not Krishna is coming, not Mahaprabhu is coming. One empowered Jiva, blackish in color, is coming. This is written in Laghu Bhagavatamrita. But is not giving Braja Prem, is giving general Prem, Vaikuntha Prem. At best you can go to Vaikuntha Lok. But Mahaprabhu has come to establish the international society not for Vishnu consciousness, but for Krishna consciousness. So when he is coming, he's not distributing Vaikuntha Prem, general Prem, he wants to give Braja Prem. Therefore, when he came with two agendas. His personal agenda that Maharaj has so nicely described, he wants to enjoy personally something very, very special. He wants to understand why Srimati Radhika, she is enjoying so much more than I am. When I'm with her, I'm in bliss, but I can see, oh, her bliss is much higher than mine. What is she tasting? What is the glory of that love? What is she experiencing? And he's thinking, there must be something in me which is very attractive because I see she's relishing so much. So what is the sweetness in me? What are those qualities she's attracted to and she's experiencing love to? Then he's also feeling, and what type of pleasure she's experiencing. I would like also to do that. Now, in order to do that, he has to become her. Therefore, taking her bhav, taking her color, he comes in this world and experiences that position. And at that time, his associates from the spiritual world, they come with him to assist him. And they will try to help him experience this. When in the spiritual world, Srimati Radhika, she's always in Vamya Bhav, Vamya mood, opposite. No, she plays hard to get, just to spice the relationship, just to help Krishna relish more and more. When she comes in this material world, in the Leela of Mahaprabhu, she comes as Gadadhar Pandit, but in a mood to assist him, she becomes submissive. She's not coming and playing hard to get, because now he wants to test something different. You know, in Srimati Radhika's book, there's only one word: how to please Krishna, how to give him happiness. So she will adjust her mood for him to be able to be happy. Now, in this Kali Yuga, he wants to be happy in a particular way. He wants to test her love, understand her love, and try to experience that. So she'll adjust her mood for that. As Gadadhar Pandit, she will, someone in the theater is prompting the lines of the players, she will prompt him in different ways. In the pretext of giving Bhagavatam class, she will tell him what she's experiencing during the particular Leelas. Because in the Bhagavatam, what we have is a Leela experienced by Krishna, on Krishna's side always. Now, as Gadadhar, she's coming and said, in this particular Leela, this is what I was experiencing. See, you want to experience it, this is the way. And because it is not sufficient, she will send her two associates, Lalita and Vishaka, from Sarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Roy, and in the Gambhira, intimately, they will prompt him, they will nourish his bhav. They will come as examiners, because now he is supposed to take an examen. He is supposed to experience the love of Radhika. Now, how much is he experiencing? What is the proof that he's doing? There must be someone to, examiner? To examine. So those two are examiners, and they see how much he's able to do that. Now, this is for himself. But because he's not only Rasik Shekhar, but also Paramakarun, so merciful, he also wants to give everyone a chance to experience that highest type of love. He wants to relish it, he wants to give it to us so we can also love him with that. Because that's what he has made us for. No? I think one time Gurudev gave an example, just like every flower has a particular aroma. So every jiva has a particular mood of seva and love. And Krishna has made all the jivas to experience this particular type of love that each of them has. So when he comes as Mahaprabhu, he's distributing prem, Raja prem, so that they can all love him in that way. Go
By Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially Anarthya and Radhaya. Oh, very clear.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnanandanaslakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadare Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Gadbhaktaya Namo Namah. First of all, I offer my Sastan Dhanvat Puspanjali, my heart like flowers thousands of times, at the lotus feet of Asmadev Brahmaraj Guru Pada Padma, Vishnu Pada Ashtottara Sadasishingat, Rupanugatarivarya Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Secondly, I offer my pranam thousands of times at the lotus feet of my Sri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Parampara, and I offer my pranam at the lotus feet of Ananya Tirani Pargan and all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. So Srila Gurudev ordered me to speak on the subject matter of the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially two verses, Anarkatacharim Tirat Karunayavate Nahakalo, and another verse, Sri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidishobhanayeva. First verse is composed by Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. He's saying that he's giving a benediction. May the son of Sachi appear in the core of your heart, in the cave of your heart. A cave is a very secret place, and very often caves are actually very dark, and dangerous animals, snakes and wild elephants may live in that cave. But if here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is compared to a lion, Hari. If a lion will go into the cave and roar, Hari Bol! Then all the elephants and snakes, they will leave. So in the same way, Rupa Goswami Pad is saying, may that golden complexion Sachinandan Gohari manifest in the cave of your heart, loudly chanting the divine names, Niduvana Nagari, Mohita Manasa, Vigat Gada Bahasam, his voice choking, tears streaming from his eyes, his heart melting, and calling the name of Krishna, 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 bewildered in the mood of Srimati Radhika. May that Satchidananda Gaur Hari appear in your heart, and then all anartha, all unwanted desires, all aparads, they will flee at once. Now that Satchidananda Gaur Hari, he has appeared in this age of Kali, out of his causeless mercy, to give what no one has given before. So, what is that? As we have heard from Vaishnavas, the reasons for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance are primarily two: internal and external. Internal reason means for himself, and external means for the benefit of others. So the internal and external reasons are divided into two, primary and secondary. The secondary external reason is to establish the Yuga Dharma of Nam Sankirtanam. As you know, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. As you know, Sri Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhuta nama dharmasya tadatma srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashya saduskritam dharma sanstapanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. I appear millennium after millennium to establish dharma, to annihilate demons, and to deliver the sadhus, and so on. So Krishna explained this. But actually, the business of maintaining dharma or establishing dharma in the universe is not Krishna's business. Lord Brahma creates, Lord Shiva destroys, and Lord Vishnu, he maintains. So there's no need for Sri Krishna to appear to establish this Yuga Dharma. But it so happened that when the time came to establish Yuga Dharma, Advaita Acharya was calling Krishna to come. So Sri Krishna came into this world, and just as Krishna, when he appears and does his own lila, he's tasting rasa, he's tasting the mellows of love of his devotees. But Lord Vishnu, who is present within him, kills demons. So similarly, when Krishna comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come for his own reasons. And incidentally, Lord Vishnu within him establishes the Yuga Dharma. Sri Krishna said, Yuga Dharma Pravatana Hoya Ansa Hoite Ami Bina Nahi Anye Braja Prema Dite. My answers, my expansions of Lord Vishnu, they can establish Yuga Dharma. But only I can distribute Braja Prema. So the secondary external reason, that is for others, was to establish Yuga Dharma. But the primary external reason was to give Braja Prema. The Raga Marga Bhakti, the path to attain the Braja Prema, and especially within that, Anarpita Chirinchara Karunaya Vatrina Hakalo Samarpayita Munnata Ujjvala Samsvabhakti Sriyam, to give the mood of the maid servants of Radhika. Why? This is the highest thing that can be given to any jiva. No living entity can experience what Radhika is feeling. But those who are fully dedicated, one pointed in the service of the lotus feet of Radhika, for them, some particle, some atom of her look may be reflected into their hearts. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very mostly is giving this. It was the primary external reason. Now we move to the internal reasons. As we have heard, the secondary internal reason was Jaya Nilo Premadana Koruna Prachu Jaya Nilo where has such a merciful personality as Advaita Acharya gone? He brought the treasure of divine prema from the spiritual world. That is Sachinandan Gohari. He caused him to appear here. So, Heno Prabhu Kotagela, Advaita Acharya Thakur. Where is such a great personality gone as Advaita Acharya? Or, Heno Prabhu Kotagela, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. Because at the same time as Advaita Acharya was in Shantipur and calling Krishna to come, at the same time Srila Haridas Thakur, he was in Fulia and he was also crying and begging Shri Krishna to appear. So Krishna being obliged by the power, controlled by the power of their bhakti, he could not check himself and he had to appear. It was the secondary internal reason. Now we are coming to the primary internal reason. The root cause of everything, for which all the other things, they are incidental to this. Srila Swarup Damodar, in his Goswami, in his Kadacha, he composed a verse, and thereby he has established the absolute and burning necessity for Sri Krishna to appear as Sachinandan Gohari. Sri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima. Krishna wanted to know what is the Mahima, what is the glory of Radhika's prema. How wonderful is her prema. Just as Sri Krishna, when Sri Krishna finished his pastimes in this world in Goloka Vrindavan, he was remembering Radharani. Don't think that Gaura Lila is separate from Krishna Lila. Gaura Lila is the parishish, it is the appendix of Radha Krishna Lila. It is a fulfillment of the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So Krishna was thinking and remembering Radhika and thinking, how great is her love, just as I am the abode of Viruddha Dharma, the abode of all mutually contradictory characteristics. So similarly, the love of Radhika is the abode of all Viruddha Dharma. Why? Because her love is all-pervading, but still increasing. Her love is the greatest thing, but it is completely devoid of pride, no pride at all. And it is the purest thing, yet still, her love is completely beset with duplicity. Inside and outside, she has so many crooked moods that attract the heart of Sri Krishna. Her love overpowers him. In separation from Radharani, Sri Krishna looks and sees Mati Radhika everywhere. So Krishna admitted that Radhikara Prema Guru Ami Shishanat Ama Sadanana Nitte Nachaya Udbhat. The power of the prema of Radhika is my guru, and it causes me to dance newer and newer dances. One of the dances that the prema of Radhika causes Krishna to dance is called Gaura Lila. For this. So Krishna, he wanted to know what is the pranay, the depth of Radhika's love. In Krishna Lila, he tried to taste it, he tried to realize it. During Rasa Lila, Sri Krishna disappeared from Rasa Lila, and from a hidden place, he was watching how gopis, and especially Radhika, in her separation, she was crying and glorifying Krishna in so many ways. So he tried to see how deep was her love, but he couldn't find the depth of it. Srila Gurudev gave an example. Just like a man in a boat, he wonders, how deep is this river? So he takes a stick and tries to test how deep it is, and he puts a stick in the water and he cannot touch the bottom, so he leans a bit further, and then he falls in. So in the same way, Krishna, he was trying to think, how deep is Radhika's love, how deep? But he fell in, and he became Sachinandan Gohari. So, Sri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima, he wanted to know what is the pranay, the love of Radhika. Then, he wanted to know, what is the sweetness in me that only Radharani alone can taste through her love. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. When Kamsa Maharaj sees Krishna, he does not think Krishna is beautiful. He thinks he is like Yam, the Lord of Death, and he becomes afraid. But when the cowherd boys, Sridham, Arjun, Lavanga, Stoka, Krishna, Subal, when they see Krishna, they think, oh, he's very beautiful. And when Mother Yashoda sees Krishna, he appears more beautiful. When the gopis see Krishna, more beautiful. When Chandravali sees Krishna, more beautiful. But only Radhika, through her prema, sees the highest limit of Krishna's beauty. So Sri Krishna said, Ei prema dvare nitya, Radhika akale, amara madhurya amrita ashwade sokale. Only Shrimati Radhika, through the power of her love, is able to taste my madhurya amrita, the nectar of my sweetness, completely. No one else. And therefore, Krishna had to first realize Radhika's love, and then by that, he would be able to taste his own sweetness. This was a great mystery to Krishna, because there are so many contradictions in this Leela. First of all, Krishna thought, I give all happiness to all living beings. My fragrance gives fragrance to the world. My flute son gives very beautiful music to the world. My touch gives pleasure to the world. In all ways, I am the cause of happiness, but who will give happiness to me? Only if they were 100 times more qualified than me, that person could give me happiness. But I am, Krishna is Sarva Karana Karanam, the cause of all causes. So how can there be anyone 100 times more qualified than him? But Krishna admitted, oh, I have found a person more qualified than me. The daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj. She's so qualified. When I hear her voice, I become overjoyed. And all of her senses give pleasure to all of my senses. It is so wonderful. But there's another contradiction. That when Radhika, not when she sees me, but only when she sees a tamal tree, then she embraces the tamal tree and thinks, now my life is successful. Radhika, when she hears me, no. When she does not hear me, when she hears only the wind blowing through the bamboo trees at Govardhan, sounds a little like my flute, she becomes so happy. She closes her eyes and wants to fly into the breeze. When Radhika tastes me, no, not tasting me, only tasting my remnant, she becomes maddened with praying. So I understand, first of all, she is more qualified than me. So when I meet with her, I should feel more happiness than she does. But something happens. When she meets with me, or no, even indirectly she meets anything that looks like me, she becomes more maddened than I do. How could that happen? There's only one answer to this dilemma, to this paradox. The answer is that there must be something about me that I don't know. Krishna thought, I want to know what that is. So that was his second greed. What is it about me that makes Radhika become so mad? Then Krishna thought, when Radhika tastes my sweetness, she feels such happiness. It is indescribable. The great experts in the Kama Shastra, like Bharat Muni, they have said, when the hero and heroine meet together, they have equal happiness. But Krishna thought, Bharat Muni does not know my Vrindavan. Because when I meet with Radhika, I can see she experiences 10 million times more happiness than me. So Krishna can see that Radhika is so happy. He can smell that Radhika is so happy, but he cannot taste it. And he becomes very anxious for this. So he wanted to know what happiness she feels. Being overpowered by these three types of greed, then Sokyam chasya madanubhavataha kidrisham veti lobhat tadbhavadya samijani sachigarva sindo harindu. If you see that the moon will rise out from the ocean, actually it's not rising from the ocean. It already existed, but it appears to rise from the ocean. So in the same way, the Nitya Swarup of Sachinanda and Gaura Sundar appears from the womb of Sachimata in this world and performs the pastimes of fulfilling his internal and external desires to appear in this world. Sachinandan Gauri ki Gaur Premanande.
You heard all the Bhakta speakers. Very beautiful. And such Siddhant they told. Sriman Ban Maharaj, Suddhadvaiti Maharaj, and in the end, Prem Prayojan. He likes polished everything. Now something I'm going to tell. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first ordinary was a region. Secondary reason was Dharma Pratishthānāya, Dharma Sansthapanāya Sambhavami Jive. What dharma? Varnashram dharma. But it is also secondary, not Varnashram dharma. Then what dharma? Sanatana dharma. What is Sanatana dharma? Krishna Prem is Sanatana dharma. But Krishna Prem is also of five kinds, four kinds. Dasya, Sakha, Vatsalya and Madhu. Madhu is also two kinds, Swakiya, Parkiya. And Parkiya has so many. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to establish Krishna Prem, Dasya, Sakha, Vatsalya and Madhu. But more something, Vishnu can establish Yuga Dharma, and Kaljug Dharma is Nam Sankirtan, to preach Nam Sankirtan. Once I told in a Sabha concept that Swamiji has not come to only to preach Nam Sankirtan. It can be done by Vishnu Tattva and his followers. But anyone cannot keep Krishna Prem. So, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami main purpose was to preach Krishna Prem. But at that time, ISKCON leaders were not prepared to hear all these things. They opposed me. My Gurudev has come to preach name Sankirtan. They could not understand. So, Nam Sankirtan Yuga Dharma, it can be done by Vishnu Tattva also. Because when Krishna comes, all incarnation of Krishna, they comes in the Krishna body. And in the same way, Krishna is avatari. So all incarnations, Nrsimharam and all others, are in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So by them Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like Advaitacharya and Sarup Damodar, Raya Ramananda and others, he has done it. Now, so the Dharma Samsthapana means this. Also, bhakti is of two kinds, Vaidhi and Raganuga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not come for Vaidhi only. The Rupa Goswami, what he has told in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and in Chaitanya Charitamrita Krishna Das, though it looks like Vaidhi Bhakti, but we see, top of Raganuga Bhakti. So, Anarpit Charin Chirat Karunaya Vatirna Kalau Samarapayitum Unnuta Jalar Samsava. They had explained this slow. In Vaidhi Bhakti, Aishwarya mood is there. In Raganuga, no Aishwarya, Madhurya. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it has been told, Nam Prem Pracharite Ei Avatar Satya Ei Hetu Kintu Iho Bahiranga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to preach Nam Prem. What is Nam Prem? Hare Krishna Nam. But Nam Prem Gathi Mala Parai no Sabare. Jugdharma can give Nam and preach. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came especially Nam Prem. Prem is sutra, thread. And Prem is Dasa Sakha Vasalya Madhur. All are flowers. And they are what? So they are all जुड़े हुए हैं, connected only by Prem Sutra. Prem is root. Without thread, any mala cannot be done. So Mahaprabhu gave the name, with Prem. What Prem? Das Sakha Vasalya Madhur. Especially Madhur. Especially Gopi's mood he gave. Prem Ras Nidyas Karite Aspadan Ragmar Bhakti Karite Pracharan Loke Pracharan Rasik Shekhar Krishna Param Karun Ei Hetu Haite Ichhar Vidgam. ऐश्वर्य ज्ञानी के सब जगत मिश्रित ऐश्वर्य शिथिल प्रेम नहीं मोरोगी प्रेम रस निज्जास करिते आस्वादन अनर्पित चिराग चिराग he gave मंजरी भाव आराधा mood but प्रेम रस निज्जास the essence of all the rasas that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Krishna wanted to taste. Anyone cannot do. Only, and it has been told in Radhaya Pranay Mahima. They have explained. And Rag Bhakti Marga Prasaran, Loke Prasaran. Rag Marga Bhakti, it can be given. What is Raga Nuga? First you should know Ragatmika. Dasya Sakha like Siddhant Subal Vat Mangal Subal, Vatsalya, Nanda Baba, Jasoda Maya and others, Madhur like gopis. They are ragatmik, not raganuga. But in this law, in this world, sadhak, if he has a perfect guru, qualified guru, and he will follow him, his instructions, then automatically Raganuga Marga will come. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave through our Guru Parampara. Oh, Guru gives it. Rasik Shekhar Krishna Param Karun. Rasik Shekhar Krishna Param Karun. He is Rasik Shekhar, top of tester of Ras. And Param Karun, very merciful, very merciful. And that is why his desire came. What desire came? He thought, as for Jiganitis of Jagatamistri. In this world, what Ramanuja preached, what Madhvacharya preached, what Vallabhacharya, what Vishnu Swami, Nimbaditya and others, all as per Jigyan Yukta. No Krishna Bhakti at all. Ramanuja had not touched Krishna. Madhvacharya only as a Vatsalya, and that was only abhas, semblance, not full. Madhvacharya yet. And there are so many things which we don't accept of Madhvacharya. Something we accept, which is favorable, and which is not favorable, we reject. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected in Udupi when he went there. So, as far as the Sithil Preme Nahi Morapi, and not controlled by as far as the Sithil Prem, like Hanuman Prem was Sithil. Pandavas, very good, very high. But when Arjuna saw the Vishnu in personal form, and he became what? He feared. Oh, I have told you, Sakha, Krishna, oh, I have done wrong, I have done offense. Please excuse me. Sithil. So, as far as Sithil Preme Nahi More Pirti. So, in Brajavalli, Sakha's Prem, Vatsalya Prem, Nanda Baba Jasoda, and Madhu Ras by gopis. It is not, they are not Sithil, they are not not wicked. Here, in the end, the conclusion is Krishna came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to taste Radhika Pranay. What is Pranay Radha? You should know. Uttama Bhakti is Annabhilasita Sundam, you know. But it begins from Shabda. You know that what is Shabda. खंड खंड यदि कोई देह है प्राण तुम हमें बदलने नहीं चाहिए. If I will cut in my pieces, I will not give to chanting Krishna. If you have a Shraddha like this is Paramarthiki Shraddha. So you should keep your hands here and try to know, oh, what class of Shraddha in me. So, Adau Shraddha, Ado sadhu sangha. Ado first sadhu sangha. By sadhu sangha shraddha. Really, what is sadhu sangha? Krishna seva vasana. The desire to serve Krishna. If the desire comes, then it is like a seed of bhakti. And then Sravana Kirtana Jale Kore Sinchan. And then vaporized. Given something, khad, ruchi comes, taste comes. From taste, when it is paripakva, it is mature. Then it is called asakti. After asakti, it becomes rati or bhav. Suddha sattva visheshatma prema sujjan susamyava ruchvi chittam asranya kridam asau bhav. What is that mood? The mood in the heart of Aragatmik Bhakta, Subal Siddha, Madhumangal, Nanda Jasoda, and Gopis. If anyone will remember and follow them with Krishna, that bhakti will manifest in the heart of any qualified devotee. And then prem will come. A reason may come that prem should be divided. It should be broken. But still more and more. Then it is prem. That prem is not in this world. This body cannot tolerate. It will die. It is only in Vaikuntha and Upper Golok, Vrindavan and other places. And then sneh. Oh, then heart when by prem. When is perfect prem, then heart becomes to melt. And that melting thing coming from the eyes, standing hairs, all shapes of color. Sneh, mark, crooked. Prem, when premise thinks, any reason, my prem cannot be broken. And if this strong belief comes in the heart of that devotee, then she becomes crooked, like Radhika. That is the difference between Radhika and Chandraudi. Chandraudi cannot be crooked. If something man, but tear will come and she will polite away, she should tell anything. But Radhika, Krishna want to touch, don't touch me. Her Sakhis are telling, oh, go out, black person from here. Oh, this is wrong, really. Only Radhika and Radhika's side, Gopi, Lalita and Shaka, they may have. Ma. And then pranaya comes. Radhaya pranaya mahima, this pranaya. But not only pranaya stops there. It runs away more. Pranaya, Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav, Rood, Atirud, Mohan, Modan, and in the end, Madan. All the symptoms of all prem are seen at the time in meeting of Radha and Krishna. Only it is in Radhika, not even in Lalita Sakhi and Vishakha and even Krishna. So Krishna now, up to Mahabhav, Krishna may have. But after that, Krishna is thinking, what is that mode of Madan? I don't know. I have no realization. Only Radhika. In Radhika, he knows, she knows. Radhaya Pranay. This is Radhaya Pranay Mahima. Try to keep in your pockets when you go, don't go empty pocket. It's all these things. Oh, now Radhaya Pranay Mahima Kiddiso Anayuva Aswado Jena Duputuma Dhurima Kiddiso Va Madija. Radhika is more beautiful, more sweet. She is my Guru, Prem Guru. But there is something in me. And that thing only Radhika can taste or not anyone. Mostly Radhika can. I like name Madhurya. What is name Madhurya? Keva Sunaila Krishna Ram. Can you? Sai Keva Sunaila Krishna Ram.
Swami
Who and why this Krishna, who made me her? Why? Or, O Sakhi, those sweet Krishna name, who has given in my ear? Both meaning. Or that sweet name came in my ear. Marane Prasidako. It touched my heart. Oh, Shyamrani after this, Shyamrani, you should tell. Meaning. Meaning. Don't understand. Only this meaning. Jate ek madhu name ase. And other. Kaner bhitar diya. Marame Pasido.
So this very
Can you speak or not?
very high.
Not then other will tell.
So Srimati Radhika is lamenting that she's in love with Shyam. She's actually Krishna's power, his Hladini Shakti. Krishna and Radha are one, but they become two for pastimes. So in their pastimes, Radhika is in the highest mood of paramour love, apparently married to another gop, and lamenting that I'm so attracted by this Shyamanam. When it enters my heart, I become overwhelmed with impatience, and at the same time, overwhelmed with the desire to meet him. I know that the situation is unattainable. I don't know what sweetness fills that name. It's so sweet that my tongue cannot leave it for a moment. And at the same time, although I cannot leave it, it's the cause of so much agitation to me. because it gives me so much separation. Because of my situation as a so-called married gopi, she becomes completely absorbed and says, when will I attain him? She knows that Nam and Nami are one, just as Krishna knows that Nam and Nami are one, and that's why he longs to write his name at the bottom of her lotus feet so that he can always be there. Similarly, we desire to attain that state that Srimati Radhika has of fully realizing that Krishna and his name are non-different, at which point we become
Don't go. You should
Okay,
only meaning.
okay,
We are not all these things.
okay. So as I'm repeating this name, I become so absorbed. Oh Saki, when will I ever meet him? This unquenching thirst in the highest of Ragatmika Bhakti to meet with Krishna. If that person's name alone puts me in such a condition, then what to speak of what will happen if I get to meet him personally? What to speak if I touch him? All the senses, all her senses are fully immersed in all the aspects of Krishna. How can any woman maintain her regulator principles when she hears this name of Shyam? Because everything about Shyam becomes fully present in her heart. His name, his form, his pastimes, his paraphernalia, his fragrance, everything she experiences in his name. She said, I want to forget him, but I cannot. This is the contradictory nature of her highest praying. I cannot understand what is the remedy. I want to forget him, at the same time I want to attain him, and in this way her moods have unlimited contradictory natures. Simply by displaying his youthful beauty, that Shyamananda has destroyed the whole dynasty of chaste ladies. So in this way, Radharani is glorifying the name of Krishna as having so much power that it frees one from any other desire other than to attain Krishna, which is, as Srila Gurudev explained, Ragatmika Bhakti, which is full absorption in the objects of love and an unquenchable thirst to attain him.
Thank you. This name is so sweet. Oh, say, my mouth cannot stop it. If so sweet is name, oh, japite japite naam avas kare logo. By chanting name, Krishna, 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 Shyam, 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 avas kare logo. I became uncontrolled. I became mad, totally, dancing sometimes, sometimes laughing, sometimes waiting, sometimes rolling down on the earth. Evam pratasya priyanam kitya jata anurago chidachitto uchai hasatatho rodati rauti gayat unamadati lokabaya. In this way. Oh, say, how I can meet Krishna? Nam par tate jar aichan kari logo. If sweetness is in this, Krishna is so sweet, then how it will be to touch Krishna and what prem will come? How can I control? How could I will control my heart? Jekhane basa pita. When he lives in Ghost, Nandagaon, or anywhere, Vrindavan, sekhane thakiya go. If any lady is there, oh, I don't know, Chandidas is telling or Radha is telling, how she can Say with chastity. She cannot, I know. I cannot. For others I cannot tell. Pasagite mane. Man, pasaranadu. I want to forget Krishna Shyam, Kalu, but I cannot. I cannot. Oh, what should I do? Chandidas is telling, oh, I am telling you what to do. Kulavati, Kulanase, Apanara Jauvanija. The fruit, the result is that, oh, if Krishna is there and any chaste lady will go, then like gopis, they will give chastity to Krishna. Oh Krishna, you should keep your feet on my hand. You should embrace me and all other things. Gaur Premanande. So Nam is so sweet. Radhika is herself telling, Namah Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddho Nitya Mukto Abhinatvan Namanamina. Krishna is Chintamani. What you desire, it will fulfill your desire. Even Madhu Ras, if you want, chanting always, giving up all on earth, in Sadhu Sangha, oh, that will be attained by Krishna name. So powerful. Krishna has given all his power, all his mercy, all his qualities in these names. Tunde Tandavani Rati Vitunute Tundavali Labdhaye Karna Kroda Kadamini Ghatayate Karnarudabhyastisham Chetah Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarva Indriyanam Kritim No Jane Kiyatabhi Amritai Krishne Parnatai. Oh, Rupa Goswami when told in the council of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haridas Thakur began to dance. Oh, I have never seen any glorification of these names. Krishna name. This is based among what it has been told by others. And then you know the meaning. What is the root of Krishna? How sweet is root? Then you know how Baraha Pidam Natabarabapu Karnayo Karnikaram Bipradavasah Kanaka Kapisham Vaijayanti Jamalam Randhana Venu Rathara Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrindai Vrinda Ramana Sapada Ramanam. Oh, how sweet his robe. Only Radhika's, I cannot know. I am very, very beautiful. Krishna is telling. Very beautiful. But when I see Radhika, my heart melts. So, but this very wonderful roop of me, when she sees, she is totally absorbed. She becomes mad. Tivyonmaya and Prajalpa and more than that comes in Radhika. So how I am, I don't know, but Radhika know my room. Oh, when Krishna went, Krishna and Baldev in the arena of Kans, then, and when Kans ordered Charmusti go and wrestle with Krishna and Baldev, then they like jump Jam you know perhaps. Jam. They personified of death. Like Jam. Very black, very tall, very and then like this, and told that you are not a boy. You have killed Akasur, Bakasur, and all others. So you are not a child. No, come and forcibly take to Krishna and Baldev in arena. And then what Krishna and Balram can do? They also began to do like this and began to fight. At that time, the princess of Mathura Nagari, they became very shy. Oh, any religious person cannot live in this arena. How big restless Charu and Mosto and Krishna and Baldev, very small Sisu, child, and they are going to fight. It means Kans wants to kill Krishna and Baldev. So we should not, or anyone should not. How beautiful Krishna. And then telling Gopya Kimachare Jaya Goppa Lavanya Sarapsa Mordhananya Siddhan. Just as serious. Oh, very beautiful Krishna. His rule. Gopis are telling Mathura, Raj princess are telling, oh, Gopis are fortunate. We are unfortunate. We are seeing Krishna and Balram fighting with Himalaya, like Himalayan jump. And all are seeing, oh, Atharma will touch them all. So, Krishna, Gopi has done so what authority that Amushma Roop, this very beautiful and sweet Roop of Krishna they are always seeing in Brajamandal, and they are playing with Krishna, they are controlling Krishna. But here we are seeing same Krishna, but now he is fighting, wrestling with these Charunda and Musti. Especially Radhika. When meeting, Radhika and Krishna are one place. Radhika is in the lap of Krishna. And Madhumangal came and a bee, bamboo bee, was and he wanted to enter the lotus feet of Radhika, that is deity lotus, and he was flying here and there, and then Radhika became very fearful, and then Madhumangal came with a lathia and took that Brahma so far away and told Madhusudan will never come, and saying, oh, where is Krishna, where is Krishna, and he became faint. So, this is the sweetness of Krishna Roop. And then, what is Gun? Krishna? Aho bakiyam stanakal kutam jighansaya apasad lebhe gati tanuma. Oh, Krishna is so, even a Putana, a lady demon came to kill him, and but he gave her, oh, Dhatri Uchit Gati. But you should know, not in Vrindavan, in Golok, Dhatri Uchit Gati. Dhatri is called the mother who, instead of mother who gave breast to children. But Krishna not like that. who was like that. How he can give? And one thing more, all the incarnation of Krishna's Hatari Daya. What Krishna is and what Gati Daya? Oh, they will not be liberated. Ram killed Ravan, but not liberated. Again he came as Shishupal. Kumbhakarna, like this small Danta Bhakra. Nrsimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu, but not liberated. But only Krishna. This is only boon of Krishna. All the will be liberated. And Leela, Dambandhan, you know how sweet is Dambandhan Leela? Brahma Mohan Leela, more sweet. And Kaliya Daman Leela, Nagpatni Leela. So these are Leela. These are the sweetness of it. So hearing all this, Radhika becomes mad. So these are the three wishes, madhu, sweetness of Krishna's sweet pastimes. And Radhika tastes only. And Radhika tasting all these things, what kind of happiness she tastes, realizes. Oh, what I told. What I told? Last thing.
Guruve Gaurachandra Radhika.
No, after that. After that.
Guruve Gaurachandra Radhika Tadale Krishna Krishna Bhakta Tadabhakta Namo Namaha. So Sri Krishna, he was thinking, what is that inside me that Sri Radhika tastes? What is inside Krishna? That is Krishna's name, form, qualities and pastimes. So Guru was trying to give us some example of how sweet is Krishna's name. So in order to describe that, then we heard the song of Chandidas. And Srimati Radhika is saying, that name of Krishna puts me in such a condition, I don't know what will happen to me when I actually touch him or meet him face to face. So everywhere the scriptures have described the sweetness of the name of Krishna. Rupa Goswami described it, when I chant, I wish I had millions and millions of tongues. When I hear the name of Krishna, I wish I had millions and millions of ears. Because the name of Krishna drowns all my senses in the nectar. Just like if you put an ant into honey, he becomes frozen. That time none of my senses work, and only the holy name dances in the courtyard of my heart. So when Haridas Thakur heard that, he chanted, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He's Namacharya, but even he had never heard such a wonderful description of the effect of the name of Krishna as given by Sri Rupa Goswami. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to taste the sweetness of the name of Krishna. Therefore Mahaprabhu was always chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And Mahaprabhu tasting what Radhika is tasting when she chants the name of Sri Krishna. Then how are the qualities of Sri Krishna? When Sri Sukadeva Goswami heard this verse, Aho Bhakiyam Stanakalukutam Jigamasi Apiya Satvi Lebitatram Gachutatam Tatavanyam Kimbo Dayanam Sayanam Brajema. Sukadeva Goswami became completely mad and he ran to Vyasadeva to hear the rest of the qualities of Krishna given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Kim Dayalam Saranam Brajema. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, who would serve,
don't compare this.
Who would serve anything else except Krishna? He is so much kind. Pujana came, Apiya Satvi, in a false form, not as a mother, but falsely acting as a mother. And what did Krishna do? He gave her position in Golok Vrindavan, not Braja Vrindavan.
Deva, how much merciful is Krishna?
I have told. Oh, I am telling that now 3 wishes you should know. First wishes, what is Pranay Mahima? I have explained. And what kinds of Madhurma Radhika tastes, Sakha Vasalya Madhur and others I have also explained. And by testing what kind of sukh, happiness Radhika feels in her, I cannot realize. So I want to realize 3 things, and that is why Krishna came in the form of Shashinandan Gaura. Tomorrow we will discuss about the restless of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after boyhood, and sannyas, Gaya Gamanam, Guru Karanam, and then Nam Sankirtan preacher, and then Jagai and Madhai. So all should be ready for that. You should see and be ready for that. Gaur Pramanande. We are giving rest to Hari Katha today.
Hare Krishna. As you have heard that tomorrow is Harinam Sankirtan and day after tomorrow will be initiation. So many devotees requested for initiation. So it will take place day after tomorrow 8:30 a.m. Initiation will be 8:30 a.m. For that you have to be registered your name with Vishnu Maharaj. And from where you have come, you have to be recommended by any senior devotee. In which country you are living must be recommended by senior devotee. And so many want for Gurudev Darshan, private darshan, but due to Gurudev Bhajam too small, we could not arrange so much. So Wednesday and Thursday, we will arrange darshan here in classroom. 9:30 a.m. Whoever want darshan, they can come 9:30 a.m. in class hall. Wednesday and Thursday. And Friday will be fire sacrifice headed by Sripad Van Maharaj. So tomorrow Harinam Sankirtan 9:30 a.m. and Wednesday and Thursday darshan. So when you want to take private darshan, want to give some presentation, they can come and offer to Srila Gurudev. And Friday will be fire sacrifice headed by Sripad Van Maharaj.